Hi everyone, today I will be presenting on the topic determinant of demand, change in quantity demanded and change in demand. Demand is influenced by various factors. These are broadly divided into two categories: price determinant, price of the good itself, and non-price determinant. For non-price determinant, let's explore the six main non-price determinants of demand. Price of related goods, substitute and complementary goods, consumer income, taste and preferences, the number of buyer and population, expectation of future price, and seasonal factor. The difference between a change in quantity demanded and a change in demand. It is important to differentiate between a change in quantity demanded and change in demand. A change in quantity demanded. A change in quantity demanded is a movement along the demand curve. It is caused by a change in the price of the good. If, let's say, the price increase from P0 to P1, the quantity decrease from Q0 to Q1. So this is what we call upward movement from A to B, while downward movement from B to A. For change in demand is a shift of the entire demand curve triggered by the non-price determinant. For example, a change in number of buyer. When the number of buyer increase, the demand for goods will increase. So therefore, the demand curve will shift from D0 to D1. If the number of buyer decrease, the demand will shift to the left from D0 to D2. Change in factors of demand are factors that cause shift in the demand curve. The first one is price of related goods. So there are two types of related goods. The two goods are substitutes. Two goods are substitute if they satisfy similar needs and desire. For complement, the two goods are complement if they are consumed jointly. For example, corn chips and potato chips are substitute goods. For tennis racket and tennis ball is complementary goods. Next, consumer income. An increase in income generally increase demand for normal goods like clothes, bags, for example. However, it can be reduced demand for inferior goods such as second-hand items. Next, number of buyer and population. The larger the population, the higher the demand. For example, an increase in immigration will increase the demand. High death rate, war or migration from one region to another region will decrease the demand. Next, buyer expectation. Expectation about the future can shift demand. If buyer expect the price will increase, they may buy the goods more now. If they expect income to increase, they may also increase their current consumption. Next factor is taste and preferences. Taste influence what we buy. If if a product become more popular, the demand will increase, shift the demand to the right. For example, a new fashion trend can significantly impact the demand. Last factor is seasonal factor. Demand can change with season. In winter, the demand for coats, the demand for hot beverages will increase. Similarly to back to school season will increase the demand for school uniforms and stationery. To conclude, understanding the determinant of demand help businesses predict consumer behavior, and recognizing the difference between a movement along the curve and shift in the curve is essential. Thank you for your attention and bye.